Well, today is going to be a good day. What do I do? I should play a video game. Maybe I should record it, make a video. The only issue I'm having is some video games crash my PC. Like Angerfoot crashes my PC in a few minutes. So what am I going to do? And then kaboom, freaking BLOODTHEIF comes on my screen and takes the win for video games here. So hello everybody, my name is Henry, and today we're playing BLOODTHEIF because BLOODTHEIF is an indie video game made by this really cool developer. And the BLOODTHEIF is insane. It's really good, and it's mainly known in the boom shooter community as a quick-ass video game. It takes a good look at video games, like interacts and says, hey, what if we did this, but it was like Quake, and also really looked cool. And so BLOODTHEIF came in. BLOODTHEIF is a tough game. As you can see, I am failing to do a singular jump. Like, dude. Okay. And BLOODTHEIF may still be a demo and only have like 2 bucks. It doesn't matter when your game is really badass, because the game is insanely good. I just missed a key, but that's not a bad thing. What I can say is that this video game is really sick. And I think it's still in its demo phases, and it's being made currently on the go by a singular developer, but does that matter? There's hundreds of video games made by singular developers. And I wanted to try out some of these, because I'm actually going to become a video game developer and make my own video game pretty soon. And might as well. And it's even going to be made on the same engine as BLOODTHEIF. And BLOODTHEIF is what inspired me to make my game on this engine. And to be honest, BLOODTHEIF shows the possibilities that a new freaking developed video game can do. That a new developed video game can do. It shows the possibilities that happen with indie development. And what can I say except, yeah, this indie developer must be freaking hindsight, because this video game is awesome. This is the only video game I can play right now, considering the fact that my computer crashes on Angerfoot and the stain if I turn the stuff too high. And the stain is a really good game, so that's pretty sad. But the good thing is that I'm able to play this insanely awesome game. And it's free on Steam right now, so if you want to go playtest it, go ahead. It's still in playtesting, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I did say it was in demo, but it's actually a playtesting game, so you can go ahead and join the playtesting. It's entirely open. And just like Operation Hardcore Stop, it is technically still in its demo phases and not completely finished. So what can I say? Does that matter when your game is sick? Because this video game is absolutely awesome. The movement is just beautiful, and what can I say about frickin' enemies? The enemies are perfect. The weapons are perfect. The only weapons you really get so far are a sword, and that's kind of it so far. The reason that's kind of it so far is because, like, if you go to the practice map, you'll get an explosive bow that can shoot out explosive mines if you press E. But there still isn't a whole lot of stuff, really, in the game. And what can I say? Even if it has only 2 maps, that doesn't make it a bad video game. I suggest you to get it free on Steam, and now let's just talk about development. How was this game made? It's a pretty sick game made by some random dude. I don't exactly remember his name. I'll show a picture of him on here. And the game tries to take games like Doom, Quake, and many more, and take their ways of working and mix it in with this video. And I've got to say, this is probably better than Doom and Quake, to be honest. Yeah, sure, Doom and Quake had a bigger, or big, and now have AAA companies, but that's gonna make this game bad. This game is better than most AAA video games, and most video games made by developers. And this isn't the only video game I'm gonna be reviewing in the next few games. I'm gonna be making a new series called Boomer Shooter Revolution. Basically, in this series, I take all of the Boomer Shooter games and I review them based on how sick they are. And I gotta say, this game is absolutely beautiful. It's a pretty tough game. So I'd suggest if you are bad at video games, not to play this. It has a pretty tough video game. In fact, it lives off of speedrunning and just extremely tough stuff. The game is meant to be tough and not easy. That's just how the game is meant to be. That's what I will say. It's not meant for people who are new to video games and really suck at them. So I would suggest if you're new to PC video games, not to play this. But you can play this on technically anything. In fact, it's a pretty simple game to play on low-spec computers. Yeah, sure, you can't play it on the old 90s video games, which were used to play stuff like Quake and Doom. Sure, but you can't play this on non-gaming computer software. In fact, the person who made the game got it running at 60 FPS on his wife's computer, which was not made for video games at all, especially not fast-paced ones like this. Which is why I have to say, BLOODTHEIF is just a game you have to play. If you're a fan of boomer shooters, I suggest to play. It for sure, yeah, sure, it doesn't really have its shooter aspects on it yet. It is still a sick-ass boomer video game. It's based off of the old video games of the 90s, and it is meant for people who like video games like this. And that's why I suggest playing BLOODTHEIF if you're a big fan of games like this. If you're not a big fan of speedy video games with no story at all and really, really fast enemies and hard gameplay, then don't play the game. That's what I'm saying, because the game is a tough video game, and what's cool about it is your stamina bar and your health bar are together at the top of the screen, which is what adds its pretty tough part of the game. Also, that mechanic that I was doing that lets me air dash is actually also part of this mechanic, and I'd suggest play this if you are a experienced gamer when it comes to video games, because the game is a pretty tough video game. It also has its own little speedrunning thing, which I'd suggest to do if you're a speedrunner, is play this game. And it's a pretty tough game, so I'll say it again and again and again. Don't play this if you are new to video games on computers, or if you are a good gamer. Well, that was a good video.
BLOODTHEIF. Thank you for watching.